There we go. There's the Amiga operating system. Miguel, thanks for stopping by again. Hopefully you're having a better day than yesterday. Everybody's getting along a little better in the house today, hopefully. Ah, there we go. I did this last time, but I'll let this music play for me a minute. This music's really good. So, last time we were playing Starflight. If you missed that stream, this game is it's basically it's a Star Trek simulator without actually being a Star Trek game. But it's probably more of a Star Trek simulator than most actual Star Trek games. In fact, even like one of the mission statements was like boldly go where no man has gone before and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's very Star Trek inspired. You have to hire a crew. You have to have a science officer. You have to have, you know, somebody, an engineer and all that stuff, which in fact, I think was, I think if I remember right, we were taking names from the audience. I think some of the people, some of you may still have your names in this. Miguel, I think you were my navigations guy, if I remember correctly. Um, there we go. So, okay, so the way this kind of works, we've got a little status window here that kind of lets us know, depending on what system we're working with, what's going on. As I mentioned, there's different crew members. I'm the captain and I'm also the science officer, which uh, has proven to be a mistake because I'm the worst. I'm the worst science officer. Every time I try to do an analysis of a planet, um, it'd be like unknown, unknown. I don't know. Zinc. There's some zinc. Unknown. I don't know. So uh, I think I need to. Well, we basically where we left off. We were in this system and we were investigating possible alien activity, which was a message that we had. So we investigated this system and we found, where is it? In fact, we go, oh yeah, this was the ship log that I wrote down. We didn't die yet. Not crap on the first planet. Second planet, buying some stuff. You could actually just type in your own captain's log. So this is what we came up with. Um, and then yeah, so there was a it might be in our communications, maybe no, or it might be maybe it's under inventory. Where was our inventory at? The menu system is a little weird. Um, the menu system is it takes a minute to get used to. So you've got menus here. You're going. We've got some different options, and then this is kind of our view screen, and we can like here's a planet that we're orbiting. We're in a system. We traveled 2 systems over. They do give you a map, but each one of these dots is its own system with you know at least a half a dozen planets or something in it, and then possibly different alien races that you can interact with. And we received by the time we got here, the aliens that were here were dead. We found their ship. They had put out a distress signal, and they landed on a planet, and then they died like 1,000 years ago. But they left this message about. It was a very specific message about the robot race that we met in one of the other systems. Um, Miguel says, I think we were also grinding for supplies and we fought an alien. We did. And that's the other kind of we we're in a little bit we what we really need to do is actually go back to the main system that we started in and go back to the starport because we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we just really need to sell or try to get rid of because we're over encumbered. If you look here, our cargo is 100%. You spend a lot of time mining in this game, or it's kind of like 1989 version of No Man's Sky. You're mining for resources and stuff like that. You can increase the amount that you have. We bought some extra cargo pods. And yeah, I'm not. I can't quite remember how do we get back to, or maybe it's only when it might only be when we're on the ground that we can actually see what all we're carrying, uh, which is weird. But all right, either way, we need to leave orbit. So, we'll talk to Navigator Miguel. So you have to leave. You have to actually manually leave the orbit of the planet. Okay, so now we're in flight mode. Um, and since I accidentally flew over the planet again, it was asking me again. Well, do you want to orbit the planet? No. So we'd pretty much checked everything out in this system. We found the alien ship. They were dead. We found their colony. We found their last message from that. And we're gonna go back. We're actually gonna go back. Um, okay, here we go. Here's where the cargo is. So, cargo, we've got a bunch of minerals that we mined. That's not too remarkable. We were finding some fuel that was helpful. Oh yeah, and we captured some specimens. We captured some alien specimens. That's another thing you could do in this game is you can try to. It's kind of like Cosmic Arc. You can stun aliens when you're on the planet's surface, and then you can try to collect them. But if it can also backfire. They were attacking us at one point, so you kind of have to be careful with that. And then I wanted to take a look at this message that we received again. How do we get into this? Where did it go? Oh no. I didn't actually drop it, did I? Oh, for crying out loud. Seriously? Hang on a minute. Okay. I think I accidentally dropped the message somehow. So okay. Now that I'm done rambling, we're gonna load real quick. We're just gonna reload the save. Because we hadn't really done any things. Harvesting alien organs? Maybe. Um, I think you can also catalog planets to see which ones actually have like if you find a planet that seems to be habitable for human life, you can catalog that, and I think you might get money for that, or uh, there we go. All right, so cargo. Try this again without. There we go. Message. All right, read the message. Okay, so captain's log entry. This is from the group of aliens that we found on this planet. They were dead. They had died like 1,000 years ago, but we found their derelict ship, and then we found their ruins. Um, oh, right. That's the other thing. You can't. The menus are a little bit weird. Okay, captain's log entry, October 31st, 3480. So yeah, that's at least 1,000 years in the past. We have managed to set up a camp of sorts here and have enough supplies to keep us alive for several months. We were on our way to establish the Noah colony um, of heaven when the ship blew. The Meccans are that's the group of that's the group of alien robots that we met in one of the other systems. The Meccans are currently in preparation phase code blue. So when we met the Meccans, they were asking us a bunch of weird questions. Um, and frankly, they seemed like a weird cult. They kept asking about heaven and all this weird stuff, and it was very confusing. When we found this message, it actually made much more sense. The Meccans are currently in preparation phase code blue. Our arrival would have initiated code red. Uh, so we need to write this down because they ask you whenever you meet up with the Meccans, they ask you a bunch of weird questions. And that's right, Miguel. Yeah, we did name a couple planets, I think. So arrival would have initiated code red, and we would have taken control of the Meccans. I believe our ship was sabotaged by the Latonites. So they may be, if we run into those guys, they may be hostile. Damn them. Half of my crew is dead. Their bomb blew out the entire aft quarter section of the ship. I don't know how we made it down to the surface in that defective pod. I just hope our luck holds out, Captain out. So that's about it. This is classic 80s text adventure gaming where they just give you a couple of vague clues that you got to kind of figure out what you're supposed to do with it. But it's good stuff. We love it. So let's get out of the cargo view. Let's head back to we're back on the bridge now. And we're going to just go ahead and leave this system. And then we should be able to zoom out. Or we should be able to, okay, so we can bring up the star map. So right now we're here. And I think, I want to say that we started in one of these systems. If somebody remember, I think we started here, and then we went over here, and we checked this out. So I'm pretty sure we're trying to get back to here, if I remember correctly. That's what I think. And the reason we want to try to get back, I thought we'd be able to find a starport in one of these other systems, but not every system has a starport. So each one of these is a system, kind of like what I showed you on the map. Each one of these is a system that has maybe 4 or 6 or 8 planets in it, which means this whole thing is just huge. And then, yeah, see, there's more to this. It's not just, I mean, it's crazy. Each one of these is its own screen, essentially, with a bunch of different little systems in it. It's nuts. So so we basically just need to keep going. Now it is there's no z-axis of this, so it's but even though it's space and it goes in 3 dimensions, it really doesn't go in 3 dimensions, so we just basically need to keep going west. If that makes any sense. Because like I said, I think we started I want to say that we started here. So let's head back. All right. So now the thing we got to be careful with is our fuel. We've got you burn up fuel a lot higher when you're in interstellar travel. So we've got to kind of be careful with this because it's going to go down relatively quickly. So oh, and it just decided to go ahead and warp us apparently. Okay. Where did that put us? What just happened? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Interstellar jumpsuits. That's Interstellar, man. We just need Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway, I guess. I actually got to see that movie in 70 millimeter IMAX up in Chicago. That was it was a confusing movie, but it was enjoyable. I thought it was really good. We'll keep going. Drake says I always run out of fuel and die quickly in these games. Yeah, supposedly you can get a tow. Okay, so now this, if we're where I think we are, I still don't quite know what this is, but if we're where we think we are, I think, yeah, where's your car, dude? I actually just watched Harold and Kumar go to White Castle again this week. It's one of those included with Prime. It was just, I needed something dubbed to watch after we got the boys to bed. And I put it on, and yeah, they had that line of the dude, where's your car? Where's your car, dude? All right, so I'm gonna go to this system and see. I think this is where the Mechans were. I want to say, and each time you interact with like, see how we touched a planet basically. We have to declare whether or not we want to orbit the planet or not. So I thought this is where the Mechans were, but it may not be. Mm, or not. I'm a little concerned because we I don't know what that warp jump was because I didn't purposely tell it to go into warp speed, so I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure where we're at now. I'm not sure if we're still like uh the captain is going to fight random friendly aliens again. Yeah. Yeah, the very first time that we ran into the mechans, I just started fighting them because I didn't know what to do. To be fair, the music made it sound like we were being attacked, so all right. So we went um oh boy. Now I'm really confused. I think we're I think we're trying to get back here. Well, that's where I'm gonna go anyway. Hopefully we have enough fuel. That's gonna be the tricky part. Yeah, see our fuel's getting low. All right. The music made me do it. Yep. I'm sticking with that. The music made me think that we were being attacked. So I did what I had to do as the captain. And I attacked those friendly robots. And I have no regrets about it. How did we get over here now? I don't know where we're going, Miguel, because I think we accidentally... We're not where I thought we were anymore. Either the planets are moving... Yeah, we're going to run out of fuel. I think we're going to run out of fuel. Well, we might be able to get towed back to the starport. Maybe. Nope. We are out of fuel. Let's see. We'll talk to communications. Send out a distress call. Initiating cryogenic stasis. Retrieval complete. Crew revived. Ah, okay. We're back to... See? Everything worked out. I'm the captain. You gotta trust the captain on this one. We're back. All right. This is where we wanted to go anyway. That was not the most efficient way to pull that off. But we did it anyway. So okay, so we're back at the starport now, and there's some cash from fuel. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind of Forte. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got a couple of... I think the first thing we need to do, we need to go down and we need to sell some stuff. So let's go to the trade depot. Miguel says we're stuck now. I can't go to work. Well, my wife is really gonna hate me. Oh man. Blame your captain. I'll take the heat round for it, man. It's okay. Okay, so we should basically sell everything. We've got artifacts. Well, the artifacts, I think we want to hang on to the artifacts. But we can sell these specimens. So we've got a lot of stuff to sell. This is why I wanted to get back to the starport anyway. Is because we had so much stuff we couldn't mine anymore. We were having to drop stuff and leave stuff behind. The only thing that we could carry, we were basically mining for more fuel, and that was about it. So let's just go ahead and sell as much of this stuff as it'll let us sell. I think if we just sell everything, except for the... Oh yeah, we don't have any fuel, so we don't even have to worry about that. Now the menu's a little weird here, but we'll go with it. So like when I click on this, I click sell, and then it's just... I'm just moving this around, and it goes back and forth between yes and no. So it's just a little weird. So if it seems like I'm fiddling with this, or I don't know what I'm doing, Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's just kind of a strange menu system. All right, we'll sell our iron. Got lots of mercury to sell. Boy, there was a run on mercury. Nickel, you don't really get much for nickel. So nickel kind of uh so we probably need to be keeping an eye on these conversion rates. So like these are only 100 per unit. So it may be, once we get to some of these planets where we can start collecting specimens and stuff like that, it may be better to try to do that, to try to collect aliens than it is. It may be more cost beneficial anyway. So we'll sell all of those. Sell our nickel and our titanium and our tungsten and our Dennis Rodnium. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally sell these artifacts. Um I want to hang on to these because I'm not sure what they're for. They seem important though. Just when it may not even let us sell them, but I don't want to try because this seems like the type of game that would punish you for experimenting. So okay, so yeah, so man, we got a significant amount of monetary units now. So we should buy more fuel. We should buy lots and lots and lots of fuel. So your account balance is, I don't want to buy all of it. Oh no! I pushed the delete button. We just blew all our money on fuel. Ah, why did that happen? All I did was push the delete button. I think as Miguel tries to reassure and says the captain knows what he is what he's doing, he's just joking. I've been with him to infinity and beyond. Oh my god. How in the world? I did that's not what I meant to do. Is there an undo? Ah, for crying out loud. I pushed the delete button because uh, uh well, oh, and it charges to do a scan on these. David says mutiny anyone? I mean, hey, look, I solved the fuel problem. What do you want? Oh, for crying out loud. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I'm about half tempted to. I know it's going to be kind of a pain, but because we needed to hire another crew member, we needed to make some repairs on the ship. I think I'm going to have to reload the game again. We have less of a Star Trek captain and more of a Galaxy Quest captain. Oh, that movie is fantastic. Look, I solved the fuel problem, okay? We needed fuel. I got us fuel. What do you people want from me? All right. So this I swear to God this time we're going to get this right this time. I'm going to go save my game when we get back to the starport. So, okay. Leave orbit. Yeah, could be Spaceballs. That's something. Oh boy. Okay. So, all right, we'll leave the system and we're just gonna keep going until it runs out of fuel again. I still don't know how that's happening because I'm not like I didn't do that. Um really. I would totally watch a Galaxy Quest documentary. That it's such an underrated movie too. Like a lot of people I talk to have still never even seen it. It kind of just came and went in the theaters. It's one of my favorite movies. Um they just did such a good job with it. Tim Allen was like the perfect um I don't know if this was actually the oh, see, this is a different system. This oh no, scanners indicate unidentified object. What do we got? More friendly aliens. Most harmonious greetings. Us is illustrious Veloxy. Please now identifying. I Vivo. What? Guess we'll respond. Friendly. It's called Never Surrender, a Galaxy Quest documentary. Whoa, who are these guys? We are on a peaceful exploration mission. Receiving is the U Fitzivu part of the oh boy. Captain, we're being scanned. No. We'll just say no. Not Pooksy, the Punch Poop, a Superior Veloxy. Oh boy. I'm not sure. As representatives of the peoples of Arth, we extend our best wishes. Superior She Majestic Vipuk's oldest empire, 100,000 years. The Vipatsi, assuredly you is. Oh boy. I don't. You is cooperating with Veloxy. And maybe nice guy are the not killing you. You're probably Vivo Veloxy is smart. That's all Veloxy are except. I wonder if we can get. Maybe we need a better. Maybe we need to train our communications officer too. Who was in charge of communications? All right. Well, they terminated communications anyway, so. All right. Well, let's leave that system. We'll just let our fuel run out and let it tow us back to the base again. That seemed about the best way to do it. Like I said, I have no idea why why we just randomly went to warp speed after, not sure why that happened, but, well. Yeah, see, I don't think that was the right system either. We'll just kind of fly around until we get towed back to the base. And then we need to start writing. I need to start writing down the coordinates better. Like I need to write down the coordinates. They give us kind of an X and Y axis. And when we go into the star map, we can use that to figure out kind of where we're at. But your fearless captain did not write down the location of the star base when we first started the game. All right. Okay, so communications, send out a distress call. Yes. I'm surprised, Captain. You didn't shoot him first and talk later. I mean, I thought about it. Okay, we'll go back up here. Save the game. Now that we're back at the base. Okay. Save it again for good measure. All right, now this time we'll see if we can we can do this a little bit differently here. Trade depot, sell. Okay. So we'll sell everything again. No. I don't know what. No, I don't want to do that. So this time we'll actually be able to scan these artifacts too and see what they are. Costs money to do that, but we can do it anyway. Okay, so don't sell those. Sell those. Sell. 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 Okay. In fact, let's go ahead. We'll scan these. Charged you 500 bucks to scan them, huh? Analysis of this artifact has revealed very little of interest. It has slight value as an alien curie, curio, but otherwise is totally useless to us. Huh. Okay. And what about the metal ball? Hi, Gabriel. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Analysis of this artifact has revealed very little of interest. It has slight value as an alien curio, but otherwise is totally useless to us. Okay, well, um, I guess we can just sell those, or maybe we hang on to them to trade with other species. I'll hang on to them for now because they're really light. So, maybe we need to be able to. Maybe we need them to interact with other species or something. So, okay, options. So we're gonna save the game again. All right, before I buy fuel, I'm gonna go. Oops. So okay, I'm gonna buy. I'll buy 30 units of fuel. Okay, there we go. I had to push the up button. That's I pushed the delete button and it bought them all. So I'll push. Uh, so what do we? Wait, let's try just. We'll do 25. That should be enough to kind of get us somewhere, right? There we go. And we still got some money left over. Okay. All right. This is already going a little better than last time now. It only took three reloads, but third time's the charm. Oops. Doesn't really give you a there it goes. Okay. So now we should be able to go. We need to add a science officer. Who wants to be my science officer? Who wants to take part in this? I'll take volunteers. All right, Papa Mendoza, you're up. Okay. And so we'll make this, it actually tells us. Yeah, so we want our science officer to be human. Because they've got a little bit higher science skill already. And then we can actually train them. So we'll train. Doesn't cost that much money to train them, so we might as well just train them all the way. Or at least way up. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good for now. And then we need to go, if we go over here, we can actually, yeah, crew assignments. So, okay, we've got captain, we've got science officer. We want to make the science officer Papa Mendoza. All right, so captain doesn't really, I guess the captain doesn't really need to be, what we got? We've got a navigator. Maybe I need to, maybe I have to train the navigator more so they stop just randomly going. Maybe, Miguel, I'm going to have to give you some training to, so you don't just keep randomly going into warp speed here. Gunsight is our engineer. Gunsight, is he here? Are you here today? He was here yesterday. Mike was our doctor, and Fabian from GamerThumb TV was our communications officer. Okay, so everything else is pretty well taken care of. So I'm gonna train a couple. We've got some extra money to spend, so we'll keep training. We I don't know if there's any training that's gonna help the captain, but okay, we'll train up our navigation a little bit more. And we'll train, let's see. We'll train our engineer. Like, I wonder how much it cost. Like, I wonder what is considered fully trained. Yeah, Zorak. That's him. Yep. And so that really is most of the crux of the game is just kind of doing a lot of simulation type stuff in the menus. So yeah, if you're not into menus, this probably isn't the game for you. I think this is really cool. This would have blew my mind as a little kid. I mean, you can just get really intricate with some of this stuff. We'll train we'll train our communications officer. Maybe a pay raise, sir. Yeah, clearly. Okay, so 250 is the max. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, so maybe I just need to fully train everybody. Mike is our medicine guy. So how much does it cost? Well, that's not bad. Yeah, I let's just go ahead and well, we there's more stuff that we can add to our ship too. So we've got a pretty good what do we got here? Navigation, engineering, communications is all the way up. Hopefully that way we can communicate a little better the next time we run into those bug people. And medicine's all the way up. We probably should just that seems like a thing we should probably have. So when we get a little bit more money, we'll do some more stuff. But let's see if we can let's see what else we can do with the ship. Jason, thanks for stopping by the stream, Jason. Good to see you this morning, man. So let's see what we do with the so some of this stuff we can't actually like some of this stuff was grayed out last time. We still can't do much with it. Armor, missile launcher. Yeah, so everything else, we really the only other thing we could do is buy more cargo pods, which we probably should anyway. So I'll buy some more of those. What the cargo pods do is they give us more space when we're mining, so we don't keep getting over encumbered. So we'll buy a lot of those. 16 is apparently the max. Okay. Um. Well, if we can't buy anything else, if we can't, hmm. I'm about half tempted to just go back then and max everybody's training if we can't buy anything else right now. And that really, unfortunately, that kind of like the first, it's a couple of you even warned me about this on the first stream. The first part of the game was just doing a lot of mining so that you can kind of level up your crew and try to just improve your situation a little bit before you go off exploring. So what we could probably do, let's go train the rest of our crew in each of their specialties. We'll go max all of their training, and then we'll just buy the. We've got as many cargo pods as we can carry. We can't do anything else with the ship right now, so um, so we'll max each of these out. We'll just hit fully. Then we'll just buy as much fuel as we can, and then we'll just go to the next system. How's that sound? And let's see. That should put us in a pretty good spot, I think. Captain, can I have a laser weapon? I'm grown up enough. No kidding. I don't know why it won't let us buy any more stuff for the ship right now, unless we just have to have a different ship. Maybe I'm not sure. We'll save our game one more time. Always save. Especially when I'm the captain, because... Okay, I forget what was over here. Why is he walking like an Egyptian? That's a very good question. Um... Oh, yeah, you can leave, somebody mentioned this last time. You can leave money in the bank and just earn interest off of it. That's an option, but it's much more fun to just blow it. Feel like we're making we should be in a good spot now for when we go. Um all right, so what else could we Yeah, so we'll buy the rest of the fuel. We'll buy all the fuel that we can. Let's do it. All right, let's go. So we got plenty of fuel, we got plenty of cargo pods. Actually, we'll save that on game 2. And so we can go back. We can try to go back to let me forget. Let me see what was over here. Operations. Oh, this was just recommendations. 1, date, system, evaluation. Good work. You have located an optimal planet. You have earned a bonus of 45,000 monetary units for this recommendation. Supplemental evaluation. Distress calls. Captain and crew of any vessel invoking emergency distress call shall be liable for all costs incurred by Interstate Corps as a result of rescue operation initiated on behalf of said crew. So we got fined $15,000 for running out of fuel. Who needs to be a captain when there are 12% interest rates to be had? Retire. You got that right, Tim. If we can find 12% interest rates, we're good to go. Yes, it was Planet Fleabutt. Yes. We named that after Space Quest 3. New mission, or new something. It is necessary to give you some unpleasant news. You may have been aware that for the last several years, scientists have been observing anomalous fluctuations in the radiation levels of our sun. While you've been away, it has been ascertained that the stability of our sun is definitely deteriorating. How much time we have until there is a fatally large flare, we are still not sure, but there is little doubt that this will eventually occur. As yet, we have no clue as to the cause of this instability. Therefore, we must assume that there is nothing we can do to change the situation. In view of this, we are only the only option available to us is to get as many colonists off of Earth as we can. Uh, um, you can be invaluable to us in this. First, we need Endurum to power the ships we will build. We will pay well for any that you can bring back. Secondly, we need to know where to send the colonists. As you may have already discovered, your ship is equipped with homing drones, which you may use to log your recommendations. This is so that we can move the colonists out as quickly as possible. In addition, a sensor has been installed which will inform you of the stellar condition upon entering a system. Your ship computer will inform you in the event that a flare is imminent. We advise caution while in systems which are more than slightly unstable. Being caught in a solar flare would certainly be fatal. In your manual, we have outlined the criteria which will be important in your evaluation of viable colony worlds. You will be rewarded for recommendations of valuable planets and penalized for recommendations of planets which turn out to be crap, uninhabitable. Please please consider carefully before logging a planet. Okay, so this is our first actual real mission of sorts. So I do actually have a printout of the manual here. So we can look and see what it says about logging a planet, because we do get some information when we go to a new system about whether or not the system's stable or the planet's stable. Hopefully now that we have a real we are illegal aliens, sir, we need to get some papers. years. Oh man, that's messed up. um, so let me see if I can find the part in the manual. Unfortunately, there's not much of a table of contents on this thing, but basically, I want to try to find the part where it talks about what is considered a habitable planet. It's too bad we can't upgrade our ship more, though. It seems like we'd be able to. Okay, here we go. Recommendation of via. This is back in the day when manuals was just like nothing but text. I mean, this thing was like a technical manual. I don't know how well you can see this, but you'd get these manuals for these computer games, and it was like the manual for how to run an operating system that you would get back in the day, like an old IBM computer or something. And so they just now you get like a 10-minute tutorial, and it's like, okay, go play the game. This you had actual physical manuals. So recommending viable colony worlds. Let's just read through this real quick to see what we got. Superphonic message drones installed in the ships can be used to recommend planets that appear suitable for colonization. Do not take this responsibility lightly, since the lives of thousands of colonists may depend on your recommendation. When you return to Starport, you will be given a report on the suitability of your recommendations. Should your recommended planets be found unsuitable, you will be fined. The rest of the manual contains valuable information, including descriptions of the races found on Earth, a list of mineral values. Okay. Well, I was hoping it was going to give us a little more information as to what the criteria is. Well, all right. So basically, we should just go. It seems like right now, top priority is to be looking for planets. Sir, your navigator is Mexican from Tijuana, if that helps. So right now, our top priority, before we even go back and try to talk to the Mechans again or any of that stuff, right now our top priority is basically going to be trying to. Yeah, it still won't let us. Yeah, that's weird that we can't do anything. So we need to go start looking for some planets. And see what we can find. So we'll go save our game one more time, just for good measure, and let's take off. And we'll just go to the next system and see what we can find. Do it. Ugh. Ship computer activated. Initiating pre-launch procedures. Standing by to launch, Captain. Launch. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, okay. So, I mentioned this last time. We haven't had a chance to mess with this today. One of the copy protection things that they put into this, and it's somewhat tedious, but every time we leave a starport, it says request security code for, and then it just gives you 3 random things. You'd never be able to guess this, and it's not anywhere in the game. So you'd have to have either it's in the manual somewhere, or there's actually, I've got a little website. Uh, remember, remember our Hail Marys. We're going to be okay. The captain's taking us out again. So basically, we've got a drop-down menu, and we input this, and it'll tell us what the code's going to be. So, like it's a little tedious, but every time we launch from the starport, we have to do this, unfortunately. So we're gonna type in the X and crystal cone. Thankfully, it's alphabetized on this website, at least, or mostly alphabetized. And Velox. Ask your doctor if Velox is right for you. Okay, so 776 513. Okay. Verifying security code. Confirm. Yes. And if you don't get this security code right, the cops just start, like, the interstellar police just start chasing you down eventually, and then you can't kill them, and you won't be able to proceed with the game. So it's they went a little overboard with the copy protection on this one, but I've heard of patches of this game where they actually take that out, but uh I don't know. I'm just playing the original version of it. I didn't want to risk any glitches or anything like that. So okay, we're gonna leave the orbit, and let's write down, just so we actually know how to get back. These are actually navigation numbers, 125 over 100, and if we go onto the star map, 125 over 100, see we've got destination in the lower left. That way we know how to get back. Cops, just like Cyberpunk. I have not played that yet. 125 over 100 is where the star base is. All right. Don't worry, kids. We're safe now. Your captain wrote down the location of the starport. So I know how to get back now. We're good. Okay. So let's head. And looking at the star map, we want to try to find. So we've already kind of went this way. Let's go over here, and we'll check out this system. Now, I don't know if the colors have anything to do with whether or not it's a state, I don't know if the colors have, everybody remember where we parked, yeah. I don't know if the colors have anything to do with the suitability of the system, or if they're just kind of there to make it look neat. I'm not sure. But we'll go to this system first, and we'll check that out, and then we'll go down to this little group of planets that was kind of down there. So, but either way, we got to get out of this system because, yeah. See, okay, every time we're in one of these systems, it gives us this slightly unstable, all this stuff. So, and hopefully, since we've actually got a real science officer now, Papa Mendoza, we will actually be able to figure out what we'll be able to get a little bit better information about each of the planets. So, yeah, see, cargo is only at 6%. So, because we maxed out our cargo pods, so because the fuel also takes up cargo as well. Okay, we're heading south. Actually, is it okay? So we started here. We're moving down. Yeah, no pressure, Papa. So I know it's weird, but I'm referring to this as north, south, east, west, which is totally not anything to do with anything when you're in outer space, but I mean, that's what it is. We went south and now we're going west. So that totally doesn't make sense in space, but that's what we got to work with. So let's check this system out and see what we got. All right, the system is slightly unstable. And it looks like there's nothing here. It's just a sun. Huh. Interesting. So I'm actually gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more diligent about writing these down on these. Yeah. So there's nothing. So I'm marking that on the map now. And starport. Yeah, I wish I had the full size map. Unfortunately, I've just got a printout of the map, but I can make little notes on here as to what is where. So, see, this is what you don't get now in current games is you've got notes, you've got manuals. Now this would all just be instantly filled in on some little chart for us, and that'd be the end of it. I miss having a notepad. I like taking notes. All right, so we went from here to here. So we'll check this little group out here and see if we can try to get there's a red. And again, I'm not sure if the color of these dots have any significant or not, but I want to try to get to one of these green ones and see what that's got. And I wonder yeah, so we don't have an option to like going to warp speed wasn't an option. It just kind of happened when we went to warp speed that one time. So I'm not actually sure how that all right. F&A is not injured, has a vitality of 100 and a durability of 6. Well, that's good to know that my durability is 6, I guess. All right. So yeah, we'll go south till we get to about 112, I guess. Or 74, yeah, 75. Tim says I played NES Metroid for the first time as an adult with a notepad and pen mapping every screen. Yes, that's the best way to do it. I think the internet killed the mystery unless you have a lot of willpower, self-control. Yeah, it's really tough now because it'd be super easy to just pull up a walkthrough. Like even when I was playing Quest for Glory yesterday, I had a walkthrough, but I was trying only to use it sparingly and mostly just trying to kind of figure stuff out on my own. I mean, for some stuff, like at the very beginning of this, I used ooh, ocean detected at 3x 1y minus 3x 7y. Uh I got a bad feeling about that. Motion like is it gonna end up being a black hole? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. Scanners indicate unidentified object. Okay. What have we got? Shoot them! Shoot all of them! Try to be friendly with these guys. Greetings. We come in peace and wish to communicate. So you wish to identify yourselves. Do you think us fools? It is our advantage to keep you guessing. Perhaps we are Ulik. Perhaps we are... Oh, these guys are jerks. The tree lady. Yeah, that tree lady yesterday. That was something. We are simply too clever for you. What the hell? It's Travis from the Cosmos. Do you... What in the world? It is fortunate that you recognize the vast superiority of your Speedman masters. That is to say, us. We shall spare you this time, perhaps. So you wish to praise us. This is acceptable. You may continue to do so. Do you have any information? It is understandable that you wish to learn about us. All of the races in the galaxy envy and admire us as you do. This game is for DOS and several other computer systems of the late 80s. I'm actually playing this on an Amiga. Well, actually an Amiga emulator, but it's the Amiga version of the game. All-powerful Speedman for... This does not surprise us. I suppose you have heard of me before, hmm? Yes. I guess. We have wasted too much time. Begone, scum. Communications have terminated. Alright. Well, so there's not much we could do until they until the interaction just kind of ends. So yeah, so now that we're leaving the encounter and now we're back to interstellar travel. So we should be able to okay, we should be able to just go straight west then. Yeah, so there were several different versions of this to answer your question. Or different ports of it, depending on, I mean, it was for DOS. This is the Amiga version. There's a really well done version of, they're back? How do I can I just end the encounter? Yeah, there's a very good version of it on Sega Genesis that's actually quite playable. You wouldn't think it would be. I mean, they did a really good job porting it over to the game, and it's awesome. That version actually has music. It's a different version of the game though. It is. Um, it's not a one-to-one translation. It's not totally different, but oh boy, we gotta. We'll do obstaquist, whatever. We are a peaceful exploration vessel from Arth. Please do not harm us. You must demonstrate your good intentions by dropping any shields and disarming any weapons. Will you do this? Maybe. Contrary to what other races in the galaxy say about us, we are not gods. Of course, it is easy to see why you think we are. Um, yeah, it's very similar to Star Control. Yeah, Star Control is probably a little bit more accessible and less technical. It's kind of more of an arcadey spin on it. If you have come once more to beg the mighty Speedman to protect the human empire, we cannot be bothered. In fact, we cannot be bothered with you. Your entire race is an irritation. All right. Let's just we're done with that. Um yeah, so very similar to Star Control. I have no control over these encounters. They just sort of happen, and then unfortunately you're kind of just stuck communicating with them until it ends. Is that a shoe with antennas? Yeah. It could pick up the Dumont network on that thing. Okay, hopefully we won't run into them again until we get to the system here. Should be getting close. Yeah, they should be right anywhere around here. Okay, here's one. We'll check this out. Commencing system penetration. All right, so this has a so this is slightly unstable. Um, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe since the sun is red, I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, because we usually what we want to look for. Oh, these guys are big. There's a PC game that Evo Search for Eden was based on. I just can't for the life of me remember what it was. I'm not sure. I guess we'll talk to these guys. Repent, air breathers, repent. The hour of judgment is at hand. What? We are a peaceful exploration vessel from Arth. Whoa! And lo, unto them it was said, Ye shall go forth and cleanseth the galaxy of the accursed breathers of air. Oh boy. Reflect upon thyself and be appalled, for art thou not a cursed abomination, and so shall I raiseth my tentacle and smite thee. Oh my goodness. Fear not, vile air breathers, for in death shalt thou find redemption, and I am thy redeemer. Uh, yeah, a little bit of butter, maybe. Not liquid, but rather air shall perish in the flames of holy righteousness. Look unto me and repent, for I am the carrier of the flame, and thy time is at hand. Um, let's see what happens. And thereby was the begatting began. Communications have been terminated. Okay, well, um, so there's not any blue planets in this system, and the blue planets typically look like those are the ones that are going to be the most habitable, I think. These are all white planets, and there's one kind of, I guess that's red maybe. So let's leave this system. Plus there's the weird fish people that I'm not interested in fighting with right now. Okay, so we've got a green state, slightly unstable. Yeah, there's not much going on. Well, let's check out some of these other systems since they're all like kind of just right here. Purple planets. Sooner or later, we are going to have to land because we'll need to start mining for fuel again. Let's check out the star map. Did we miss the one that was over here? Did we already hit this one? Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's no habitable planets in any of these systems. They're all unstable. We want a system that's stable before we could even go any further. And there's no green planets, so oh boy. We can see what this guy has to say. This is Captain F-Day of the starship ISS Roger Wilco. Identify yourselves immediately or be destroyed. Ah, so these guys are firing upon us. Okay, so we need to... Oh no! Uh-oh. Game over! What? No! Ah! I was doing the thing. I was doing it. I think those are just stars. Captain, give him a 12-pack. Well, we screwed that up. I refuse to believe you would ever need to land. You bought all the fuel. There's also a sequel to this called Starflight 2, which I think it was just more of the same. So can we file for disability? Oh boy. Well, the good thing is we could just go to a different system altogether. And not even do this one. Do the one that we just did. I don't think there were any habitable planets there. So okay, we got to do the code again. What do we got? The staff. Frightening apparatus. Okay, is it frightening apparatus or flying apparatus? Because hopefully, oh boy. Hopefully this is correct here. And so, in my little translator for these, I claimed disability 2 streams ago, and nothing. In my little translator here for this code, it says flying apparatus. This says frightening apparatus. And there's no... Huh. Hopefully that was just a, transcription error. Alright. 210 or nothing. Hopefully that's the right one. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. This game doesn't have a ton of sound effects in it, but the ones that it does have are really good. Okay, so let's just not even go that way. We'll just go a different way. And, not deal with those fish people. Okay, well, let's try going all the way out to here. We haven't been this way at all. We've been here, and we've been over here. It's too bad you can't mark stuff on the map. That'd be really cool if you could. Yeah, let's try going this way. Actually, I wonder if, I wonder if, okay, so this is a yellow sun, and that's an orange sun. I wonder if we just need to find the systems with a yellow sun. Well, this one's got a blue planet, so let's try it. We'll check out this blue planet first. The state of the system is slightly unstable. But we'll check out this blue planet first and see. Let's run some scans of it. Oh yeah, we have to actually orbit the planet before we okay, so we'll orbit the planet. Talk to the science officer. Yeah, this looks like an Earth-like planet. Where's the black hole sun? Um This may be a dumb question, but why don't you upgrade your guns, shields, and armor? I upgraded the ship as much as we could the last time we were the last time we were at the starbase, and there were no other options to upgrade. So we do have some. Part of the problem was I just didn't get through the menus in time to get the shields raised. So part of that was totally user error. So we do have we've got a shield upgrade, and I took like whatever the first level of laser cannon upgrades it would let us take, but it wouldn't let us go any further than that. Mike, good morning, Mike. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man. All right, so we'll run a scan. Ah, see, we get everything this time. Yes, because we have a real science officer and not just me. Methane, hydrogen cyanide, water, zinc. Okay, so that's not a habitable planet. We need one with just, let's see what it says. Status. Okay, object of last sensor reading. Gravity is 2.5 G. Atmosphere density thick. Temperature temperate to Siri. Global weather violent. Oh man, that's not good. So let's not even bother trying to mine this planet. Um, well, yeah, we probably should, but not with that attitude. It's not. The atmospheric density thick. Yeah, let's leave orbit. Let's not land on this one. All right. We'll go check out this planet, see what this one's all about. Science officer, what have you got for me? Fluoride and chlorine. Huh. Water, aluminum, radium, chromium. You've got to believe. Yeah, you have saved games. We can do whatever we want. That's true. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to land on this one and mine it either. We'll check out some of these other planets. Check out these purple planets. So right now, what we're doing, if you just jumped in, we got a message the last time we were at the starport. Yeah, Dennis Rodney. This kind of looks like Dennis Rodman's hair, anyway. We got a message at the starport that the sun in our home world is unstable, and so we need to catalog more planets to we need to look for habitable planets for basically so that we can try to save as many people as we can and get them off our home world before they all die. Uh, that's right. You're on this planet. We can mine for Drake. Yeah, so this planet does not, with methane, ammonia, and argon, I'm guessing that's not going to work for us. So we'll leave orbit. We'll check out a couple of these other planets in the system. These outer planets, I'm guessing, are going to be more ice-like worlds, maybe? Fluoride compounds. Hydrosphere, none. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't think we're... Yeah, I think these exterior planets are going to just be all frozen, so... Which is really cool, because that's... I mean, that's how it should be. You've got the planets that are too close that are too hot, and you've got kind of planets in the Goldilocks zone, but they have to have the right kind of atmosphere. And then the exterior planets are going to just be all frozen planets. We could land on any one of these and try to mine them for resources, but right now I want to try to find at least one planet in a system that's habitable, and then after that, we'll kind of branch off of that and go. Uh, we'll start mining again for resources and stuff. Plus, by then we'll probably be needing more fuel. So, um, yeah. So I got this I think off of actually this version of the game. I'm not sure if I got it off of GOG. I think I got it from somewhere else because it's the Amiga version. If you buy this off of GOG, it's the DOS version. Which the DOS version is really good, but the graphics are a little bit updated on this, and the menus are a little bit more, I don't know, intuitive. Um, so, okay, so where did we started here? All right, so we'll go up to this one. Yeah, so not a lot of the games that I do get off of GOG, like the Quest for Glory games. I got those all off of GOG as well. Although if you buy a game off of GOG, there's a good chance it's just going to come with DOSBox to play it, and DOSBox is fine. But like a lot of those old Sierra games, I found that the best way to play them is through a program called ScumVM. So you can buy the game, the actual game files off of GOG, but then if you go to ScumVM, I think it's just scumvm.com, or just do a Google search for it. It's specifically designed for a lot of those uh old Sierra games. Oh, we might be running into something here soon. And it just runs a lot better. At some point I'm going to do a video on how to play those games. Because I have a ton of people asking me, how do you play these games or whatever. Um Shark says, "Can you please say hi to my wife Christina? She loves your videos." Thanks for watching, Christina and Shark. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. We really appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying them. Yeah, at some point I need to do a video on how to play these games. And because there's different ways to do it, and there's no right or wrong way. It's just kind of more personal preference. But I need to put that together for you guys, just so that it's a lot easier than you think it is. So it's totally possible for you guys to be playing one of these games. And they're really cheap too. Like if you go to GOG, you can get the whole Quest for Glory series for, I don't know, I want to say like $6 or something like that. I think it's Good Old Games, I think is what it stands for, but it's just GOG.com. It's kind of like Steam, but without the copy protection. It's just a little bit more user friendly, and they tend to focus on old games. So you're not gonna go to GOG to find like the latest Star Wars game or whatever. Hydrogen and helium, no hydrosphere. Um, Predominant surface frozen, gravity, atmospheric density very thick, subarctic. Yeah, I had a feeling this one wasn't gonna be habitable. Do they have a lot of new games now? I guess they probably would have to kind of stay competitive. There's only so much of a market for these old games. Just old trusty old timers like me that play them. They probably have a lot of indie games on there too, I would imagine, like modern indie games. You can actually get Cyberpunk 2077 on GOG. That's I would be surprised at that because GOG has like kind of a guarantee that um they have no copy protection whatsoever on any, like there's no DRM on any programs that you buy from GOG, or at least there's not supposed to be. No atmosphere. Tungsten, magnesium, and chromium. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that they're owned by CD Projekt Red now. That's cool. Well, that's hopefully that means they're not going anywhere. So, because I'd be very sad if GOG just like went away. Um, yeah, this one's another one that's just kind of dead. Oops. Oh, we got more unidentified objects here. Let's try to talk to him. We'll be friendly. Greetings, we come in peace. So you wish us to identify ourselves. Do you think us fools? Oh no. These people again. Travis of the Cosmos. Wow. So you could just, huh, that's brave. We are simply too clever. It is, I don't want to talk to these guys right now. As representatives of the peoples of Earth, we extend. So sometimes this text moves a little fast. If it seems like I'm doing that, I'm not. It's just kind of, it kind of goes on its own sometimes. I suppose you've heard of me before, hmm? Yes. You must demonstrate your good intentions by dropping any shields and disarming any weapons. Will you do this? I don't think they're armed right now, so... Are they surrounded by boogers? There's just, they're a very moist people. That's what the owners of big media looks like, I imagine. Yeah, that's just Bob Comcast right there. We would not hold it against you for we understand the necessities of self-defense, Captain. We simply wish to know, have you battled spimid ships before? No. Yeah, I don't really want to talk to these guys. Okay, so this system's kind of looking like another bust. So I think we need to kind of keep moving. When we get to the next system, though, I think we may have to set down and start mining, and hopefully we can find we'll be able to find more fuel. Or we could always just reload and then go to another system. That's an option too. Unfortunately, we have to wait for this guy to leave. Take your time here, guy. We can't just automatically end the encounter on our own. I haven't even played Cyberpunk 2077. I heard a lot of people were kind of disappointed with it. To be honest, I'm not even sure if my computer could run it. My graphics card is ancient by today's standards. I don't think we checked this purple planet yet. We'll check this one. I don't have time to play new games. I got Starflight I got to play through. Yeah, and see, you're not wrong, Roger Wilco. That's a anymore when a game comes out, you're better off just waiting 6 months to a year for them to get all the patches. You know, maybe a few graphics upgrades, whatever, make it a little more optimized. And it's just sad, but that's just the current state of games right now. Especially games that are like early access and stuff like that. By the time the game actually comes out, you're sick of it. You don't even want to play it. It needed a few months in the oven. When it works, though, it's supposed to be spectacular. Yeah, I mean, what is it? Shigeru Miyamoto said, "A rushed game is for a good game. A delayed game is eventually good. A rushed game is forever bad." And I mean, that's just the way it is. And it's just sad. I mean, these companies, to be fair, they're spending millions of dollars on these games. It's almost like a blockbuster movie. You know, they spend $100 million on these games, and then at some point the studio says, "Okay, we need to start making some money on this now. We need to start making our money back." So they put the game out. They walk into the studio one day, and everybody's developing, and they say, "Guys, you got a week. Put this thing to gold in a week, and then we're done." Um, and then they put the game out, and it's got problems. There might be a day one patch that's like 2 GB. They put the game out, and it's got problems, and everybody knows it's going to have problems, and then uh everybody complains about it, and then 6 months later or a year later, most of the problems are fixed, and they release some DLC so they can make some money, which odds are the DLC's already included in the game. uh it's DLC that was already in the game to begin with. It's just a little 5 kilobyte patch that unlocks the stuff that was already on the disc when you bought it. I bought CDPR stock in anticipation of Cyberpunk's release. That didn't work out. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not a preponderant of buying individual stocks. There's a book called The Simple Path to Wealth and Happiness, and that pretty much explains everything you need to know about investing. I am not I'm not an expert, but I mean, that seemed like it would have been a good idea. It'd be like buying Sony stock right before PlayStation 5 comes out or whatever. But yeah, in general, I don't recommend buying individual stocks at anything. Um, I'm gonna hold it. I figure they'll recover. Yeah, you might as well hang on to it now. It's not lost until you actually it's not lost until you sell it. So you might as well hang on to it. Um, I'm a big fan of index funds. Basically, I don't bet that individual stocks are going to go up or down. I just bet that the whole stock market is eventually going to go up. And if you look at the history of it, it eventually does. So if you just buy index funds and just hang on to them, eventually it all goes up. ETFs, yep. So yeah, you're getting investment tips. I may not know how to fly a ship, but I know a little bit about investing. Not a lot. I'm by no means an expert, but um, yeah, definitely never panic. So yeah, I mean, you might as well hang on to it now. It's gonna go up. I mean, there's always gonna be that short term. Everybody kind of, oh, cool. It's like we're actually kind of orbiting. Like it's actually going around. Like the effects are really cool when you actually land on a planet. We need to do that. We've been playing for 2 hours now, and we haven't actually done that yet. So let's scan the planet first. I have a few indexes of mutual funds. I just like buying certain stocks on a whim. I've made a lot of money on Microsoft and Costco. Yeah, see, now if you're just playing it like that, where your main portfolio is in indexes and mutual funds and stuff like that, and then maybe you've just got a little bit of play money where you want to kind of you want to take a chance on an individual stock like that. Yeah, that's okay. That's totally fine. Um, I know some people that like that's how they do their whole investment portfolio is just let's just buy a whole bunch of stocks and see what happens. And I was like, no, don't do that. But yeah, I mean, if you uh definitely hold on to it now, it'll go up for sure. I mean, um they're not going away anytime soon, so see what we got here. Atmosphere thick, temperature temperate to searing, global weather violent. Huh. All right. You might have to send a pod out. I have to go to I have to go to work. Thank you for making me laugh today, so I'll see you at work. How long is your stream today? Um we we I think we're going to be going till about noon my time, noon or 12:30. So probably another couple hours, and then we'll probably be wrapping up by then. So did we already check? I'm losing track of what I'm. Did we already check that purple planet? Okay. Oh yeah, we already did this one. I think we already did this one. Oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay. Water, nickel. Um. Hmm. Ooh. The gravity is really high. Atmosphere is very thick. Tropical to inferno. Global weather violet. Huh. Yeah, so that one's not. What was actually on this planet? Nickel, silver, and magnesium. Okay. Um Check this other planet out. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, lead, gold, and aluminum or aluminium. Yeah, that purple planet is roughly 4 times the mass of Earth. Yeah, I'm already I'm already overweight as it is. I don't need to be. I don't need to go to another planet to feel like crap. Um, this actually might be a good planet. Predominant surface rock, gravity is close to Earth. Atmosphere's density very thin. Temperature searing to inferno. Oh, okay. Well, that might not be so good. Um, well, let's go ahead and let's actually go ahead and just try to land and see if we can. We may need to mine for some resources anyway. Um, okay, so navigator is the one for raising the shields and arming the weapons. Okay, so yeah, we need a weapons officer. That's why we got killed by the fish people, is because I was haphazardly clicking on menus trying to figure out how to raise the shields. I'd been in one other battle, but that was a derelict ship that was already they'd been dead for 1,000 years. Um all right, let's land. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and we'll select the site here. Do this one. That looks good. So the landing sequence on this is actually really cool. Like it kind of, I mean, it's actually like it'll kind of zoom in on the planet and you'll see a little bit of the topography as we get closer to the surface. I mean, it's really well done. This was so the original version of this game came out in 1986, I want to say, and then this version came out in 1989 for the Amiga. Yeah, that's really cool. So okay, we can disembark our little mining vessel here. Of course, it takes a minute to load. Okay. And so we can kind of, yeah, high res 3D graphics here. Oh yeah, there's nothing really to scan. Okay. And then we're kind of just, oh, and it doesn't look like there's much of anything here. Okay, we got, there we go. And if we toggle the little auto miner, it'll just automatically pick stuff up. So the yeah, there's not much here. The last time that we did this, there were planets with way more stuff on it. Still better than anything that was on the 3DO. Ooh, that's cold, man. But you're not wrong. Gold. So you'll see our cargo going up. When the little mining ship gets full, we just have to go back to the big ship and drop everything off. We also have to keep an eye on our fuel because we want to make sure we get back. before we run out. Need for Speed started on the 3DO. Yeah, that's true too. Okay, there just was not much here on this planet. So let's so you kind of got an idea of what that's like anyway. But see, our cargo now is still only at 7% because we bought all those extra cargo pods back at the starbase. So we bought as many cargo pods as it would let us hold. So so that's good at least. But now, yeah, if we go in here, so now we'll have some stuff to sell. Whenever we get back to a starport. There's also supposedly trading posts on some of the other planets, but I've not found any yet. Mike asks is if there's any games that I'm looking forward to on new like games that are coming out now. Not really. um, eh, every time I get my hopes up about a current game, um, I end up getting my hopes let down, and so I kind of just don't um I don't get into as much new stuff. I have no desire at this time to get a PlayStation 5 unless it gets to a point downstairs where we need a new Blu-ray player, which we might. Our current Blu-ray player is really old and it's kind of seems like it's on its last leg. Um yeah, and I my graphics card is kind of out of date right now, so I have a GTX 970 in this computer and which was a great graphics card at its time, but I would get a new console just for the next Elder Scrolls game. Yeah, I mean, if there's going to be another Fallout or another Elder Scrolls, I'm all about it. That would be interesting. Of course, as you guys know, some of you know, I do play a lot of DayZ on this. That's probably the only modern game that I consistently play like a lot. Um, but even that, I've kind of hit my limit with that for a while. I'm at the point where I need to take like 6 months off from it again and then come back and play it later. I'm just kind of there's kind of just not much. I mean, there's some really cool mods out there for it and stuff, but um, oh, I don't want to get into another altercation with these guys. Avoid the PS5. It is just a massive spying device. Oh no, that's not good. Two little blue planets here. There are two little blue systems here. Those might be interesting. Could go check those out. We'll go. I guess we should check out this red system first, since it's closest. Uh, Fantasy Star series on the Genesis. Oh yeah, someone asked if there's any sci-fi retro RPG games to check out. You might like Shadowrun on Super Nintendo. That might be that might be an interesting one for you. It's not so much RPG, I don't think, but was this the place where we just were? Losing track here. Yeah, you might like Shadowrun. That's pretty much any electronic device you buy these days, no kidding. Arctic to tropical, global weather, none. It's a really tiny planet. I don't think we want this one. Planet looks huge. Scatting. Chlorine compounds. Oxygen, titanium, cobalt, and tungsten. Yeah, you really can't go wrong. At some point, I want to actually play those. I want to do streams on those and then do a video on the whole series, like a regular video on the whole series at some point. Which actually, yeah. So for those of you that don't know, you're actually participating in the next main episode on the channel right now. So the next episode of the next big episode of Friday Night Arcade is going to be on space exploration games. So I'm trying to focus on all of these games that like this where they just kind of give you free reign in outer space. So Starflight's going to be in there, Star Control, Starflight 2. Even though Wing Commander was a little bit more linear, there is some exploration to it. So I'll probably get into some Wing Commander on it as well. So be looking for that in the next couple weeks. But yeah, I'm recording footage for an upcoming episode right now, and you guys are all in on it. So that's pretty cool.